So in this video, I want to talk about awareness and action. Okay. So this is so important to you recovering from this and taking control back over of your life and your pain. The faster you get into a frame of mind of taking action, the quicker you gain control and empowerment over your pain, and the quicker you're going to heal and really regain your life. So at this point, you have enough knowledge and tools to start taking full control over your pain in almost any situation, right? So, we're not saying that you should be able to keep yourself 100% pain free already. This does take time, but you should be able to do something in almost any situation to make things at least better or at least less bad, okay? So, I'm going to encourage you to use me as your resource and reach out if you have any questions or if you're in situations where you aren't sure exactly how to do this. Now, when you've had low back pain for a really long period of time, you start to get used to it, right? It just like becomes the norm. And because we have to live life and move on with things, one of the things that starts to happen is we just start to ignore our pain and push through it, right? We're kind of like a victim to it. Like, this crap is just happening to me because there's something wrong with me. I'm not saying you think that way, but that's kind of like what happens to a lot of people. We just become this victim to it and we just kind of deal with it and move on with our life. We're not going to do this anymore, okay? So we're setting healing as a priority because you have the ability to heal. You do, and you can do it, okay? You just have to learn how to take the right action. So what I'm going to ask you to do right now is to start doing the opposite of pushing through. I want you to immediately recognize, as soon as you have any pain at all, right there in that very moment, build that awareness. And if you're starting to have pain, then you know something you're doing right now in this very moment is irritating your low back. Yes, the things that you did earlier in the day may have contributed to filling the cup, or something that you did the night before, right? But a lot of times people will just strictly blame, well, this is because of what I did yesterday, or this is because of what I did earlier. But you really can't do anything about that now. At this point, that's over. What you can control is what you do in this moment. And even if you did something aggravating the night before, you would not suddenly feel pain in this moment unless your current position, movement, or activity was pushing that irritation over the edge. So something you're doing can be improved upon right now. So as soon as you feel pain, I want you to pause for a moment, quickly recognize, oh, okay, I'm in a little bit of pain, and use it as a learning moment. Ask yourself what you are doing right now that may be causing it. Are you in an L position, driving, or on the couch with your feet up, or maybe you're sitting in your desk in an L position, causing nerve tension? Have you been standing still, an extension, for a long period? Have you repeatedly been bending or doing housework? Are you just sitting? Are you arching your back backwards in walking? Are you in a high load position, like working on something on the computer or bent over doing dishes? Or maybe you've just been stuck in the same spot for too long, okay? Then what you're going to do after you've kind of diagnosed and thought through it is I want you to immediately come up with one solution, okay? So come up with one thing that you can do to immediately change your pain and make it less bad. Take some kind of action, right? Make that change immediately. Over and over again, we're taking action. And if you can't come up with anything in that moment and you're truly stumped, that is totally okay, as long as you really tried and gave it that effort. And if that's the case, just send me a message, use me as a resource, reach out, say, hey, Andy, look, last night or right now, I'm doing something. I can't quite figure it out. I've tried this and that. I can't get the pain to go down. And then I'll respond and explain to you what's going on. If we need to hop on a call to talk through it a little bit more, we can schedule something. Communicate with me and let me know, but try to come up with that solution, okay? Yes, so the proactive approach, this is a huge thing. This is flipping the switch from being a victim to your pain and not having control or understanding to being your own boss of the pain, and taking those immediate actions is truly where I see people make that biggest transformation and start to really feel confident again and feel good about themselves.